It didn't begin with a mission. No briefing, no target. No enemy identified. Just a distortion. Far out in space, where routes were mapped and territories claimed, something slipped through. Not a ship, not debris, something unfamiliar. And inside a drifting vessel that shouldn't have been there. Two completely different teams opened their eyes at the same time. On one side, disciplined, silent, and ready, the science ninja team. At their center stood Ken the Eagle. His eyes scanned the surroundings instantly. "This isn't Earth," he said quietly. No panic, just observation. Because panic didn't solve problems. On the other side stood the sailor scouts. At the front, trying to process everything, was Usagi Tsukino. "Why are we in space?" she yelled. Beside her calm but alert, Rei Hino crossed her arms. This isn't normal. That was obvious. The ship they were in wasn't theirs. Metal walls, unknown controls, low hum of engines. And then the door opened. Standing there, casual, confident, completely unfazed, was Gene Starwind. He blinked. "Okay. I did not leave this many people on my ship." Behind him, arms crossed, expression sharp, Jim Hawking stepped forward. "Who are you people?" Silence, different worlds, different rules, different kinds of power. Ken stepped forward first. "We don't know how we got here." Gene raised an eyebrow. "Great, that makes two of us." Usagi stepped forward suddenly. "Can someone explain why we're in space?" Jim sighed. "This is going to be a long day." But then the ship shook, hard. Everyone stopped. Gene turned instantly. "That's not turbulence." Jim ran to the console. "We've got incoming." On the screen, ships, multiple, fast, aggressive. Ken's expression hardened. "Enemy?" Gene smirked slightly. "In this universe?" "Always." Confusion turned into action. The science ninja team moved instantly. Formation, positioning, no hesitation. The sailor scouts reacted with determination. "Transform!" Usagi shouted. Light exploded across the ship. Magic filled the space. Outside, the enemy ships closed in. "Hold on tight," Gene yelled. The ship moved. Fast, sharp, unpredictable. The first attack hit. The ship shook violently. Ken moved. "We can't stay inside." Ree nodded. "They'll destroy us." Gene smirked. "Then we don't let them." The hatch opened. Space rushed past, and without hesitation they moved. The science ninja team launched first. Precision, speed, coordination. The sailor scouts followed. Light, energy, magic. Gene watched from inside. "They're fighting in space." Jim didn't look surprised anymore. "Just go with it." Outside, the battle exploded. Energy blasts, missiles, magic attacks. All colliding. Ken cut through enemy fire. Efficient, focused. Jun, the swan, moved with precision. Supporting, covering. Meanwhile, Sailor Mercury analyzed patterns. "They're targeting weak points." Re-attacked instantly. Fire cutting through space. But something was wrong. "They're automated," Mercury said. Ken's eyes narrowed. "Controlled remotely." Inside the ship, Jim's screen lit up. "We've got a signal source." Gene leaned forward. "Where?" Jim pointed. "There." Outside, Ken received the signal. "New target." Usagi looked over. "What do we do?" Ken didn't hesitate. "We end it." They moved toward the source, working together. Discipline and magic, precision and emotion, strategy and instinct, all aligned. Ken moved first, breaking through defenses. Rei followed, fire clearing the path. Usagi stepped forward. "Moon! Tiara! Action!" The attack hit. Clean, direct. The ship destabilized. Energy collapsing, and then silence. The battle ended. Back on the ship, everyone stood still. Gene leaned back. "Okay. Hey? That was insane." Usagi smiled. "We did it." Ken nodded. Together. The ears shifted again. The distortion returning. Usagi looked around. "I guess this is goodbye." Gene smirked. "Yeah." Ken looked at them. Respect, acknowledgement. Then they stepped into the light and disappeared. The ship returned to normal. Space calm again. Jim leaned back. "We're never going to explain this." Gene smiled. "Nope. Because some things are meant to be experienced. Between worlds, between systems. A moment happened where everything worked, even if it wasn't supposed to.